Here, we're back. We're not in art.
Welcome back.
Because we're not, I don't know what we're doing. We're not doing art. We're not drawing anime. We're in theory drawing and talking about game development.
Well, these are sprites.
Those are sprites. You're making sprites for your video game.
Yep.
Witchmore.
Witchmore, right?
Galadriel.com.
That's right, baby. This is
MattHackett.com. Buyhisbook.com.
Oh, MattHackett.com won't take you anywhere.
Oh, that sucks.
I wish I had bought Hackett.com back when the internet first started. I would be well off.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean, there's like if you go to Hackett.com, I'm sure it takes you to Hackett London, the clothing company. I would think they would have had to buy Hackett.com, right? At some point. What am I doing? I was going to draw some wands.
What were you doing? Wands, yeah. What kind of wands? What kind of wands do you need to implement in your game?
Okay, I need a forget me wand, and I need a wand that turns villagers into a chicken, and I need a wand that fast forwards time. And it's tricky because I already have versions of those. Like I have a wand that spawns chickens.
Right.
And I have a wand that makes time move faster, although it doesn't actually skip time like this new wand will.
So is that a wand with a watch face? Is that what I'm seeing there? That's your time?
This one here, yeah. So this is the clock wand, I think it's called. And it causes time to move faster or slower.
Right.
Depending on how you use it.
Right.
The wand I have right now that changes time is this one, which I really just want this wand. Wait, I need a layer. Give me a new layer. This one. And I don't really want, like this wand doesn't say time to me at all, right? It just says wand.
That's just a stick.
That's just wand. Yeah, that could be a stick. So I want something. But I already have a clock and I already have a chicken. So the two most obvious things.
Well, you don't have a, to me, the obvious thing would be to make an hourglass.
Oh, fun. You know what I do have a hourglass. But this one.
What does that do?
It does another time-based thing. What does it do? Oh, no, I'm wrong. The clock. There's 3 ways to control time in the game right now, and I swear they all have specific use cases that I've needed in development.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. The hourglass makes time move more quickly. The clock wand sets the hour of the day explicitly, like 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. And then the wand that looks like this, what it currently does is makes time jump ahead like 8 hours at a time. So you would like make a room really dusty or make someone age rapidly. And then the hourglass, did I already say hourglass? But that one makes time move more quickly. Right now time moves at 60x. So 1 minute, 1 hour, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
In the hourglass, you can make 1 minute happen, or 1 day happen in a second if you want. Anyway, I know that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. And actually, you know what? While I'm in here, the hourglass I shouldn't even use for. The hourglass shouldn't be what it is. The hourglass should be a wand. Because I like regarding tools that let you control time the way that it does, like everything else is a wand. The hourglass is like an off by one that kind of like, that's why I forgot about it. Because it's over here with the items, and everything else that works that way is in here with the wands. It's a really old item too. But yeah, so Okay, I'll write them down here. I need one, another time wand, and then 2, I need another another chicken wand. I guess this game is full of certain things, and that's time and chickens. I have things that I like. What was the third thing? Another time wand, another chicken wand. Oh, the forget me wand.
Oh, right.
Which currently is Wanda, my wand placeholder, and I don't want that. So, what if we what are you doing? Oh, look, I gotta check the stream. What are you doing?
I mean, I was just scribbling.
Oh, hey, look at you!
Like
wow, I hadn't seen you get an hourglass stuck to.
Yeah, I just stuck an hourglass on a wand, and that's pretty much it.
I love that. I'm just gonna make that happen. This is real game dev, baby.
Is it? I mean, I guess it is. You're literally developing a game.
That's right.
Right now, that's what we're talking about. So yeah.
And you're helping with the concept stuff. That's important, right?
This is like a step up from me basically scribbling on a whiteboard. But yeah.
That hourglass is a little big. I don't love the shape of it either. But
again, I don't know how to draw this stuff that I like. These kind of streams are good because that's the good thing about prompts is that you they get you outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, speaking
or
of
at least
prompts,
they should.
Coming up is Inktober.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you know what? I did actually. I said that I didn't have any notes about because like previous weeks I've had some notes and some things that I want to talk about.
You do have notes?
Except for that, that thing that Anne doesn't want me to talk about. Yeah, I did. I mean, I wanted to talk about the well, I mean, it's another like, it's the current thing that everybody's talking about is the whole AI art thing. Where are my notes? No, but I had something about that I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't know. I don't remember. Let me bring up my pardon me. No. Why is it always logged into that account? Get out of here. We've been talking a lot about yeah. No, screw talking about that. No, what I wanted to talk about was the whole. You mentioned Inktober. That's what it triggered in my mind. Was,
mentioned what?
You mentioned Inktober. The next.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That next month is Inktober, and something that I hadn't really that I didn't really know about because again I don't draw enough. But I have done Inktober. I did Inktober like 1 year, and I couldn't keep up. But it resulted in a lot of good drawings. Like I've got a notebook, and I go back and I look at some of the stuff that I did. Like that zombie that I drew is from Inktober, and I look back at a lot of the pages from when I was doing that stuff, and I'm like, some pretty good drawing. Like that was good practice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there's actually there are those art challenges all the time. Like literally every month, there are
Oh, I know.
multiple art challenges, and then you can just kind of like if you're looking for that stuff, you could just find whatever you want. Like this month is sword timber, apparently,
Oh
and so
yeah,
there's
we should draw
people
some
they're just
swords.
drawing swords. So, like there's a
Let's draw
people.
swords.
Yeah.
Why not? Show me the butt of your wand. Give me the butt.
Oh, I just drew a little. It was like basically a little ball.
Is it?
I don't know if
ball?
I don't know if it's a crystal
Round.
ball or what, but I was thinking it just kind of ends in a little
Nice, I like that.
little sphere or something.
Alright, alright. I refuse to use the circle tool. It's cheating. I would rather draw the circle 100,000
There you go.
times.
Yeah, you got it that time. Good job.
That's right.
Wait, so is this the? Are you drawing with the path pencil?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you erased the two little lines that intersected into the circle, did you just literally like click them and they went away?
Yeah.
Because you were just deleting those sections of the path, and
Yeah.
clip knows. Okay, hey, like you drew a circle and it basically sliced those lines. So when you click there, we're just gonna delete those paths and we'll stop as soon as there's an intersecting path.
Ugh. Yeah, so it works this way. This is the line tool, or well, this is the object layer, right? So I've got a vector layer here, and if this were a raster, it wouldn't work that way. But it's a. Does it show me if I hold that? If I long tap? No, but it's an object layer, right? If I go layer, is it new? Is that what it's called? New layer. Vector layer. It's called a vector layer. So because it's a vector layer, I can do things like this, right? And like if this were a raster layer, you'd be in here like taking these fine changes. But because it's a vector layer, you can choose what you want to get rid of, what you want to keep, and it remembers.
Oh, wow.
And that's a setting too in the eraser. You come in here, and you can tell it if you want it to do that or not, right? There's this way where if you want to, you can delete parts of the line. There's this way where it deletes the entire line, and there's this way where it does more aggressive. Oh, right. It deletes the whole line regardless if there's a intersection, right?
Right. So you make that cue, and then like once the arm of the cue intersects the circle, you can just you can delete the.
Right.
Anyway, that's cool. I mean, I just saw it fly by when you did the little circle ball for the bottom of the wand, and then the two little bits that were intersecting into the ball just like disappeared, and I was like, oh shit! I think he's doing some vector craziness there. That's pretty cool.
He's a wizard. Drown him. I should say witch.
What else? So it's sketch timber and it's sword timber. Sketch timber, boy, that's pretty vague. I mean, that's pretty open ended. You can just sketch whatever the hell. The point is make a sketch and not an actual finished drawing. That's all that.
Oh, I see.
That's all that.
Hey,
is.
those sometimes do better.
And Inktober. Yeah, say do one ink drawing, but there's we had talked about this last time, I think, where there's no parameters around that, or there's not strict parameters. Everybody can like interpret that a different way. Like some people are like, oh, okay, that just means that I gotta ink my drawing every day. And
I see some people,
and then they ink it, and then there you go.
Yeah, some people even just use digital. They just use ink textures, ink brushes. Which, they don't care, and like it's all just art, so who cares? Yeah,
whatever drives you to draw.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, any reason to draw, really.
Yeah, but when I did it, I took it as only Inktober. I was like, I'm not touching a pencil. And I tried a couple different like I did a big ballpoint pen, and then I think I did some like I think I did like I think I pulled out the grayscale markers and stuff, and I was doing lots of different kinds of ink, but I didn't do any penciling.
You like going straight to ballpoint, don't you?
Yeah, I love ballpoint.
It's really interesting to me.
Crappier the pen, the better as far as ballpoint goes.
Do you have a go-to that you use?
Probably just like your standard sort of like Bic ballpoint. You know why? Also because no, not like that. I'm trying to find a picture. No, not a Bic, because those are hard plastic. I like the ones where where the body of the pen itself is just basically a white straw. You know what I mean? It's a white tube, and they have a little cap. They have a little flat cap on one end, and then the other end is just like a damn it, what brand? It's not a Bic, because Bics are hard plastic, and they're also, I think, like hexagonal. What brand am I thinking of? No, I guess I guess Bic makes those too. Bic round stick would be one kind. I mean, yeah, if you give me a Bic, it'll draw the same way as the kind I'm thinking of. But
do you follow Bobby? I think it's Chu. I mispronounce everyone's name, no matter what I do. Ballpoint pen artist that you'd like. I'll send you a link.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up, Fitz?
I guess it is a.
How's your night going? What? Sorry. It's welcoming Vincent.
Oh.
A human.
What's up, Vincent?
I interrupted you though, as I do. What were you saying?
Oh, there you go. I finally found a picture of it. Hang on. This is my. How do I get this over onto my web share?
Ship it.
There you go. Let me put this over here. Whoop. There you go. That's my ideal sketching pen. That's exactly it right there. Bic round stick.
Well, I have good news for you. That is easy to come by and not expensive.
Exactly. They're super disposable. You can sit there and chew on them. You can sit there and kind of and like gnaw on it. And yeah, I mean, look at this. You buy them, and how much is this? This is a link to the picture is a link to Walmart. Like 12 of these guys for what's the price, Walmart? Come on, why does your website suck so bad? Price unavailable? Come on, man. Anyway, $5 or something. Like these are gonna be like dirt cheap, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many drawings you could do with that? Like, and you use it up, and then you're just like, boom, into the trash. Goodbye. Get your like chewed up ass out of here. You're dry now. Onto pen number 2 out of my box of 12. Yeah, love them.
I used these. How am I gonna do this? I will look at Zoom. Yeah, it's working initially. Anyway, it's just a standard uniball.
It's a uniball, right?
Yeah, it's a uniball.
Yeah.
I like that for my most common use case is just game design on graph paper. Graph over there. But for inking, I have several. These 2 brush pens I love. Ooh, I love them. We should ink on. Maybe for Inktober we'll do some live streams. I love these ink pens. Brush pen.
Yeah, I was playing with a. I've got a tripod set up to take I use an iPhone as my web camera here, and to take that and mount it and point it down. And so yeah, I could totally do like actually drawing on some paper. But to me, for like when I did do Inktober, to me that was the fun of it, right? We've talked about this before. Hey, tie it into game design. We've talked about before how limitations like are they actually force a lot of creativity, right? Like if you could just go, okay, hey, I'm gonna make a PC game, and your budget is you know, you have an infinite amount of money and an infinite number of people that you can assign to. Now, what's your game idea? And you're like, oh Jesus, like okay, I don't even know where to start. Versus you're like, okay, you got 5 people in 8 months, and this is your hardware platform. It's something with a, you know, crappy mobile chipset or something, and you're like, geez, like okay, right away, you're like, okay, here's my set of parameters. Then I got to work inside this fence. Okay, what can we do inside there? Well, okay, that idea is off the table because of this technical reason. This idea is on the table, and you know, and it sort of forces you to, like, instantly you're problem solving, you're troubleshooting every idea. So I liked that about Inktober, where I was like, okay, here's my page. Whatever goes on this page is what I'm taking a picture of and putting up on. I don't remember what I was using in 2015. I might have been putting that stuff on Facebook. But here's what you're going to be tweeting out is whatever you get down here, and there's no erase, there's no undo, there's no etc. And that's why I like those crappy big round pens, is because because the quality of the ink output that comes out of them is so, you can go, it's almost like using a pencil, almost exactly like using a pencil. You can just very, very lightly drag the tip of that pen across the paper, and you'll draw really faint lines. Whereas the one you showed, the Uniball pens, those things fill me with anxiety. I cannot use those because they're just
really,
yeah. Well, because there's no way to sketch. Like I almost feel like the big round pen that I like is almost cheating, because I am sketching on Inktober. I'm sketching. You know what I mean? And versus if you were to tell me, well, you got to do Inktober, but you got to use a Uniball for the whole 31 days, I'd be like, well, I'm screwed. Like I'm not going to be able to draw anything, because my style is very, the way I draw is very scribbly, and that's just how I do it. So I don't know.
You're just a sketchy individual.
I am. Well, I mean, I sit here and I get the motion lines and I scribble around a lot, and sometimes I clean the stuff up later. And like this drawing here, I didn't clean this up at all. Like this is all just, it's all just, there's just junk lines everywhere. And I never really get to an inking stage. I mean, I could totally get in here and be like, well, time to ink. And I could be like, all right,
I have thoughts.
Zerp. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I have thoughts. So one thing I think is really interesting is that from control paint that I was talking about earlier to draw a box, which I'm in the middle of now, what they both try to drill into you is to not do that sketchy method you're talking about, right?
Really?
They want long, clean lines that flow. And, when you build up over time, you result in more of like a textured look.
Yeah.
Instead of like, this would be one smooth line versus this, you get that same effect, but with these kind of multiple lines, right?
Uh-huh.
They both have their, like, this almost looks like a worm, right? They both have their purpose. What's interesting is I think that regarding, you said it almost feels like cheating or something, but I think that's what's really cool about your art style. Is I do think most people who do Inktober kind of more like I'm doing here, where it's kind of all about just like laying the line down once, and I have an undo button here, but the point being that like that's your line, right? Instead of like sketching it out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I really like that about your style. I think it's uniquely you, and I because you don't see that much, I think it helps your style kind of stand out.
Oh, interesting. Thank you. I'm glad you think that I even have a style.
Oh, you definitely have a style. Yeah.
There's a thing, if that's weird that they would, that the their point is to get you away from the sketching, because to me, the people that I've really like, that I've always liked, are like, take a look at this is sorry, you know what, I'll just drag this whole tab over here and onto my Cintiq. This is John Howe, who's one of the artists, a famous artist who's did a bunch of Lord of the Rings art, and who Peter Jackson pulled in to work on a lot of the production art.
Yeah, baby.
Look at this dude's pencils. Well, crap.
I like what I'm seeing.
God dang it. Come on, why is this so tiny? Can I not zoom in? What's the hotkey for zooming in on Mac? Is there not? Come on. What is this?
Apple Plus?
Oh, no? Apple Plus, okay. I'm used to like Control, oh god, that's low res as hell.
What program are you in?
Safari.
Oh, weird.
I know I'm a weirdo.
It's weird that you use
Safari.
the browser that Apple wants you to use.
I know.
Using any default browser, using Internet Explorer was weird. Using Safari is weird.
Yeah, I know.
But you be weird. You be you.
Who's the other? There was another artist besides John Howe that worked on the movies. What was the other dude's name? I can't remember it right now.
Been too long since I watched the documentaries, so I forgot everyone's names.
But I think they both work the same way in that when they do their pencils, like I remember some from behind the scenes DVD stuff on those Lord of the Rings extended editions, which I know we've talked about before. When those first came out, I watched like every bloody thing on there. You know, that thing where you'd pull up the DVD and it would like fold open like 6 times, and you're like, oh my god, there's like 6 discs worth of stuff. But there was a picture of I want to say it wasn't John Howe, it was the other guy. Artists. Alan Lee. That's it. Alan Lee. Lord of the Rings. Here, you know, sorry, Alan Lee pencils is what I searched for. John Howe. Yeah, I mean, similar style, but look at this. Oh my god, like this is just it's not even, I mean, I guess it is cross hatching. It's hatching. It's hatch work. But like, and on the DVDs they were showing him at a drafting table, you know, kicked up to about 60 degrees or so, and he was sitting there with a pencil, and it was one of those things where he's holding the pencil very where's my Apple pencil? Very gingerly, you know, just kind of sitting there like, and just like taking minutes to just lay down some value, to just get in there and get shading on like the side of a rock or something. And I was like, that's awesome. Like this guy he's putting in the work. And when you look at his art, I mean, this stuff is great, dude.
Oh yeah. Man, I love that. I love watching those documentaries, and you hear that these artists got these dream jobs where Peter Jackson was like, "You're an amazing Lord of the Rings artist. Do you want to work on the movie?" And they're like, "Yeah. What do you want me to do?" And he's like, "Do what you do. Just draw for months." And they were like, "I would love to do nothing but that." And then they just used whatever, like a bunch of stuff came out, and they would just use it as reference.
Yeah. Well,
beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Those artists must have been the happiest years of their lives. I'm so happy for them.
Yeah, and also these are the guys that have been. If you've ever bought a Lord of the Rings calendar or a Lord of the Rings book or anything, these are the guys that for decades were making the art that went on to that stuff. So when Jackson hired them, it was a no-brainer. He was like, well, and there's so many shots in those movies that come directly from these guys' paintings to begin with, And so it was like, well, okay, so I need them to fill in a lot of I need a lot of gaps to get filled in terms of the intricacies of the armor and some of the non-major scenes. Like there's plenty of paintings of Gandalf versus the Balrog and everything, and it's like, well, but what about just them walking through the mountains, or what about the details on some Uruk-hai armor or whatever? And it's like, well, let's get the guys who have been making these calendars for friggin' years to be the same ones to fill in the gaps. And so yeah, you're right, it was a dream job for them, because it was like, hey, we're just gonna pay you to the same shit that you've been doing your whole life. Can you just come and do it for us, except we'll turn it into reality?
Awesome.
But yeah, so when you say that, like, oh, it's all about, like, don't do that, I look at these guys' art and I'm like, you're gonna tell that to Alan Lee? Like, what? That would be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, having your own style and whatever works for you, like there really is, all the art education that I've picked up on will tell you that, like, the end result is all that matters, right? Like the methods and practices they give you, like the best practices, are really just tools you can use and ignore if you want to, but like,
yeah,
they do have good roots and fundamentals and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. So sorry, what else? You were drawing a second chicken wand?
Yeah, I don't like the second chicken wand as much as I like the first chicken wand. But I need two different chicken wands.
So my first thought, and I don't know if this is any good, but was that, like, if one is I don't know how you distinguish between the two. It's truly a which came first, chicken or the egg. Like, do you want to spawn a chicken? Like, should one of them be an egg or a chicken coming out of an egg? And then if it's a transmogrifier into a chicken, would that be the chicken head that you already have? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what should, like, I was like, well, what else could mean chicken? And it's like, well, either if you're talking just in terms of iconography, you got chicken, you got an egg, you've got, like, what, a feather, you've got like a drumstick, like there's only certain, or one is like, you're not doing the head, you're actually doing more like a little Zelda chicken, where it's like the plump little hen body and the head is, instead of drawing the chicken head, you're what? Oh, I'm black. What? Nope. Ah, bloody hell. I don't know why I like drawing. I mean, I know why I like drawing in blue, but
I do too. I like sketching in blue.
I had black there. It just feels weird. Like, when I put down black, I'm like, oh.
Black feels like the final.
Too much.
The blue is a signal to me that I can just be sloppy and not care.
Yeah, and for me, it came from blue doesn't photocopy, right? If it's
right. It's the old school.
Yeah, so you'd pencil in blue, and then you would do inks, and then you slap that on a photocopier, and it scans, and it only picks up the darks, and the blues are just forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, there's some fucking retro. Like, why is that a thing?
Yeah.
Why was that ever a thing? No one, like, there's no reason why anybody would know that or should know that nowadays.
I just did a brain with no reference, and I'm sure it looks not at all like a brain. But I'm thinking about just sticking that in the end of a wand. It wouldn't have like.
Yeah, well, a brain is going to be kind of.
It's about like.
You're gonna have this, and you're gonna
wrinkles.
have the little part here, and the little stem.
I think I am like. I don't think I'm gonna ship with this, but I think I do just want to have a graphic. That's kind of my strategy with a lot of these sprites, is like, I just need a sprite, and that's it. What's up, 007 Runt? Welcome. Vincent, have you played with your Steam Deck yet? Is it cool? Are you having a good time with it? I'm loving mine. Although, I haven't played anything. No, I was playing Airships. I haven't played Spelunky 2 in a while. So I think once I stick this brain in the end of a wand, that's going to be all the wands I need. Take a look at my notes. Forget me wand, transmagnifier wand. Oh, you know what I need? Oh, I'm gonna draw a warhammer next, and a golden axe. That's fun. Yeah. Oh, and I need a lily pad. Okay, I need to start marking some of these as done. Okay, you're all done.
Yeah. So I'm like, take a freaking chicken and then just go. Guess what, chicken? You've been stuck on the end of a fucking wand. Chicken on a stick.
You know, that's
and,
nice.
And then the base of it actually, that the well, not, is that the palm?
Oh, it could be
What is that
sitting
called?
on the base.
It's sitting on the base, and the bottom part of it, that's where your egg comes in.
I like that.
So you'd make this, you'd kind of put some little put some little dots or something on it so it kind of reads like it, and you'd color it. So that I'm not working in color here, obviously. I'm just working in line, but
I think the chicken head would be the wand that turns people into chickens, and then the chicken sitting on the wand would be the wand that summons chickens.
Yep.
I like that design a lot better than this. The wand this wand that I drew, the chicken wand, I get the vibes of like a fake rubber chicken used for comedy.
Yeah, it does. It looks like the floppy
the deflated yeah, it looks like a comedy wand.
Have you seen the video of there's those chickens, but they have a little sound thing in their mouth, and when you squeeze them they make like a little sound. They're rubber chickens, but they make that sound. But there's a video of somebody went to like a Walmart or a Dollar General or something, and there was like a gate bin that was filled with those, and they go over and they just push down, and then they let go,
all of them.
And the sound of like 20 of them all making that sound, it's the most horrifying. It sounds like the gates of hell, it's opening up, and it's just a screeching like and
yeah. Love it.
Yes, a wand that makes chicken noises would be great too. I used to always harass our audio guy for I'd be like, the placeholder sound should just be like a duck sound. Should be quack, like I want more just like comedy sounds in as the placeholder stuff.
Man, the funnest thing ever was experiencing Doom mods for the first time. Like, we've had decades of mods now, but the first time experiencing like Simpsons sound effects in Doom, or Evil Dead, that was a really good mod where you'd get like groovy.
Yeah,
but like it was like, you replace the sound effects in a video game? What? This is all new and exciting.
Yeah, or the Simpsons one. So what do you think of this, Matt? The base where the wood comes up, to like have that be a little.
Oh, it's a little nest.
Little nest.
It's a little nest. Oh, yeah, I love it.
Get it?
This is obviously the way to go. So let's make that so.
Yeah, I'm concepting for you here. This is great.
Thanks.
All my ideas are just brilliant.
Well, it's better than my rubber chicken. Unintentional rubber chicken, even. Not what I was really going for. That's probably pretty good size wise. Any smaller and I might start to lose some of the detail, and then give it a little nest. And we'll go with a round finisher.
Oh, you're doing an angle.
No.
What? Oh, was that your first one? What's the other one next to the brain?
Oh, I don't know what that is. It's just sketch. I will.
What? No, over to the left. No. What are you drawing?
What? What?
To the left of the brain. Is that the one you just drew?
This one here, yeah.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
brought in the chicken I'd already drawn and stuck it on top of a
Oh, okay.
wand. Why redraw the wheel? Right?
Yeah. And
So-
when you cast, are you gonna? It's got to do like a, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of great chicken sounds. You know what I should do is it looks like I have a template that I'm using for these wands. It's another reason the chicken wand kind of looks like crap is because
Vincent, are you playing the new Pixel remaster version of 6? That just came out not too long ago, didn't it?
I haven't played that one in way too long. I used to play 6 every year or so.
Yeah.
The first time I played it, I just beat it, and I must have been a teenager. And when I played it again, I maxed out every single character at level 99 because you're a kid and you have all summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, you don't have to work and you don't have to go to school. You got 3 months and you can only ride your bike so much. So
yeah,
all my characters level 99.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
These days, the
you can't
equivalent
play it
there
on
is
the
like
Steam Deck? That sucks.
what?
It said 6 is not Steam Deck verified. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what all that entails. I'm guessing you need to they probably have a Steam page you go through and you have to manually I did this, but there might be an additional, you have to send it off and then it would sit in a Steam queue where they have to, I don't know, would they pay QA to
Wail away
is it
on it.
passing certification on console or I wonder how strenuous it is. Hey buddy. You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Come here. Oh, want to say hi to Koopa? It's Koopa. It's a Koopa. What are you doing, buddy?
How old is Koopa now? You guys have had him for a long time, yeah?
He's 1 year old. I don't even want to think about it because he's getting up there.
Getting on.
He was like, enough, you man.
Stop judging me. I'm out of here.
Oh, it is treat o'clock. Yeah, he's not normal as we say. He's a treat dog.
Hmm.
Okay, here's my base wand.
All right, whatever. What's the other wand? What other wands you got?
A forget me wand.
Oh, right.
It's a wand you cast. It's kind of like a smoke bomb, sort of, but it's supposed to it makes villagers forget about you.
Yeah, the amnesia wand or something, right?
Yeah, I can't think of anything brilliant, so I'm just gonna stick a brain in the end of a wand.
Yeah. Can you do? Well, you're not dealing with particle systems and stuff, are you? What about?
I could have an animation, or effects or something.
I was just thinking like a.
Sounds expensive though. I'm trying to be trying to be cheap.
No, sir, I don't like it.
I'm trying to be lean and mean. Okay, let me use this.
Sideboard straight.
Koopa did?
Yeah.
Greedy little man. I'm gonna call this the brand. No, that's the summon. I got so many chicken wands. I can't just call it a chicken wand anymore. I'm gonna have to have two different.
Wait, which is this one? This is the one that turns someone into a chicken, or this is the chicken spawner?
This is the chicken spawner.
Oh, that's the spawner. Okay. They have to have names, right? They have to be named. Are they? Is the name represented in the game? Like.
Yeah, it is. There's an orb you can use that'll tell you what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try to use it and it doesn't do anything, it says, Chicken Wand does nothing, but Chicken Wand does something, so that wouldn't happen. Right. Okay, I have some things I need in place. It's probably gonna be hard to work that much detail into that little chicken. That's okay, I'll give it a shot.
The Chickenator.
What?
Chickenator.
Chickenator.
That's probably too.
Oh yeah, there's so many windows.
It's not serious enough. It's not grimdark enough. Have you talked about the other, the other item that you are gonna have in the game yet? Have you revealed that?
Which one?
The one that you were telling me about. Clothing item. The Befouler. I think the Befouler would be like if you turn it into a duck. Technically, right? That's a good name though. I like that. Befouler.
I think there probably will be ducks, and you probably will be able to turn people into ducks.
I just discorded you the thing I'm thinking of.
What?
I didn't know if you talked about it or
not. I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know if I've talked about it either. I mean, I don't really have. There's some stuff. I mean, I'm gonna reveal everything. I have like some. It doesn't really matter.
An item you wear from the waist down.
Boots. Mermaid.
Pants.
Oh, the necro pants.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you talked about those or not.
No, I haven't. Not at all. Yeah, those will probably be in there eventually. Those are fun.
The boots?
I am thinking there probably will be boots.
Yep.
There's also going to be some really weird hats.
Mm-hmm.
And I might have a necro purse. There might be lots of necro stuff. But like,
oh yeah, you should be able to have a whole necro outfit.
Necro everything.
Necro outfit.
John, do you? You've probably seen some links that I've sent you, but have you seen? Do you read a 3-word phrase? It's a comic online.
I don't know.
There's this comic. So sometimes he'll just write like the name of what the comic is at the top, and it'll be like serial killer comic, right? And it's about a serial killer. And there's this one where it was just like a serial killer getting up in the morning. And okay, so a normal person getting up in the morning, having some coffee, and then driving to work, right? Mm-hmm. Except it's a serial killer, and so everything was made out of people. And it got stupider as it went, where at first it's like the blanket on the bed, and then it's like the mug of coffee in the morning, and when he's driving to work, the whole car is made out of people like Hannibal Lecter style. It just gets stupider as it goes. And I think that's what Andrea was saying, is there should be a necro everything, right?
Well, but you should, I mean, like
the whole outfit,
any theme, you should be able to do the whole outfit.
Any theme, yeah.
Typically do in an RPG.
Yeah,
it's true.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, so instead of just like, we watch What We Do in the Shadows, and there's a cursed witch hat, and there's it's like made out of skin and creepy witch's skin and all kinds of creepy stuff, and so there should be like a whole outfit, is what you're saying, right? Yes. Like a trench coat to match it, and boots, and
Yeah.
Maybe like
Any
a
item of
staff.
clothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it.
The necro gloves.
Yeah, why not?
Well, the thing about the necro outfit is that it would literally just be skin. Like, what are the necro gloves? They're just someone's hand skin. Just sewn into a glove. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like in some ways it's like actually the least inventive kind of like witch clothing, because like by the end you would just be completely encased in someone else's dried skin. That'd be disgusting.
Totally. Yeah, like I'm kind of making a disgusting game here.
I mean, I could go put together a whole leather outfit right now.
That's true.
Not bad.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. It's just a cow skin, not human skin.
Yeah, we've just drawn a weird line where only certain animals. We'll drape animals all over ourselves, but
certain animals. If I skinned my dogs,
yeah, what are you, some kind of monster?
People come after me with pitchforks. I'd also be very sad. I love my dogs.
Oh yeah, there has to be set bonuses too. Anytime you can complete a set, you got to get some kind of bonus.
That's true. Yeah.
Head to toe necro outfit.
Head to toe necro. Be my Halloween costume this year.
What is your Halloween costume?
Pirate? I don't know. Oh, I want to be a wizard. I was a wizard last year.
What are you a wizard?
What are you doing? He's like, Koopa's like just licking his paws, but it sounds like he's chowing down. He's like having a feast back there. I'm gonna eat my entire paw. All right, I got a chicken on the end of a wand, and now I'm gonna put it on a nest. I'm just gonna wing it. Pun intended.
Ah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, folks.
Hey, how are ya? Good enough. Oh, I don't love how there's double brown here, brown on brown. I could make it a metal. Be a metal wand. It could be a metal wand. What if it's a metal wand?
What if?
Well, I mean, what if? I know it sounds crazy.
That does sound pretty zany.
Never know what to expect out of me.
You're a wild man.
One. That's right. Chicken. You know what's funny is I know that's from Tekken. Is that right?
Yes.
I haven't played Tekken. I picked that up from you. You used to say chicken, and then you'd be like, "That's from Tekken." I'd be like, oh, "Okay."
I would do that.
Yeah. And you know how I know that's true is because, is that a thing from Tekken? Chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't play Tekken. And so how else the hell would I know that if you hadn't done that?
Yeah, all right. I guess I did that.
I guess. Caught red-handed. Tekken. Or chicken.
I love the trope from brawlers where there's just food inside barrels and crates.
Oh yeah.
And you just pick that shit up and gobble it right.
I mean, I'll tell you what, dude. You were there. I was fucking like 7 or something, and Castlevania came out and was like, I look amazing. I've got Dracula in here. There's mummies and a Medusa head. And wait, where was I going with this?
Something about the food?
Yeah, you whip a wall and there's a chicken in there, and you're like, yeah, We didn't question it. We weren't like, what's with this chicken?
Yeah,
at the
why
wall?
would there
We
be
were like,
chicken here?
chicken wall. That
Chicken.
wall's got chicken, and then when you're a kid, you memorize it, and you're like, everyone who
Yeah.
plays, you're like, I got to tell you something. When you're a kid, you have to.
Yeah, you're like, don't go up those steps yet. Walk under them, and there's chicken in the wall.
There's chicken in that wall. Castlevania made us chicken wall connoisseurs, chicken wall advocates, chicken wall fans, chicken wall for life.
I'm a chicken wall ally.
Yes. You can count on me for your chicken wall needs. And I honestly don't know if I was born in later, maybe I'd be like, what? Like maybe I at least would have
that's stupid.
it. Yeah. What's with these chicken walls? Or maybe I just would have had some questions. But as it is, as I've been raised, I've just been like, chicken wall.
I have some questions. I have questions about, and I really like they took it to an extreme in Symphony of the Night, where like you can find all kinds of food hidden around. Like you can find like bowls of curry and like a plate of spaghetti and shit, and it's just like fully prepared hot steaming dishes just hidden away behind things.
Yeah, why not?
And you see it and you're just like, yeah, it's great, I'm gonna eat that right now.
All right, John, there we go. You gave me a concept and I rendered it.
Let me see. Zoom in on that.
Drop it into did I rotate it and everything? I did. I like it way more than the one that I did.
Can you feature it? Can you focus it for us?
Here, let me put it right side up. Chicken wand.
Nice.
And it fits in the square, just barely, but it fits.
Very cool.
That's all that matters. Let me move it down a bit. There we go. That's great. That's going to be the wand that summons chickens. And so I'm going to replace the current chicken wand, where is that? Here it is. So that one I will move to here. And then this wand, I'll move there. Pardon me. And then the old ugly wand, I will keep around just to be embarrassed about it. Put it right there. And my row of unreal wands. That was a weird sentence. Is that all my wand? No, I got the brain wand. I still have another wand to make. These wands feel never ending. They kind of are, I guess, by design, really. Oh, I like the crow fit. It's a good portmanteau.
Should be an achievement.
Wand chucks is also really good. I'm liking all this. Here's what's fun is sometimes I have a wand and no idea what to do with it. For example, here's a pumpkin wand, or more accurately, a jack-o'-lantern wand.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does. What does it do? Does it summon jack-o'-lanterns? Does it turn people into pumpkins? Does it summon the Night King? Does it tear a hole in the fabric of space-time?
Yes and yes.
All right. I guess I'll get to work on that.
Maybe it turns villagers into like the Sleepy Hollow.
It just cuts their head off?
Well, it's like the pumpkin. It just become pumpkin people.
Oh. How does a pumpkin head make them different? Oh, I like the effects you got there going on. It almost looks like you it almost looks like it's paper you have there and you've scratched through it to like the white underneath, the like bleached pulp underneath or something. Almost like we talked about before, where like you used to scratch onto actual film, or like a gun effect in your game.
Yeah, Procreate's got some cool brush effects in it. Nah, that does.
Ooh, I like luring children. There definitely will be that going on.
This is why I was asking about like if you do particles or something. I was thinking the way you could distinguish that this is like having a negative effect on the brain would be that like the brain would have some kind of a, like as you run around with it or something, if it had some kind of a void effect or something, or almost like a disintegration effect in here or something that was like
Yeah.
yeah,
I need some things like that. Like I want to have when you're running around with a torch, I kind of want it to have just like some smoke that comes out.
yeah.
But I don't really have I have a system where I can just generate smoke into the world, but it's not terribly optimized and it's not really an effect. It's more of just leveraging a spawn system. I would want something more optimized and more geared towards that specific case. Oh yeah, I got more sketching to do.
Yeah, something to show that the brain is like, disintegrating or something, or like coming apart.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of a weird smoky.
What about a donkey head? I just pictured like the wand can make like a sound. And it almost like a kick to the head. You're like, what? And like you forget, and you're like, was I mad at you?
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Donkey is something I could definitely not just sketch. I need some reference for that. Like, what would that even?
Well, also you could have it be a you could have it be an Always Sunny reference. You could be like, do you have descriptions in the game?
Probably not. No, I'm trying to say no to text as much as I can.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, so the thing could be that's the item that gives, it gives the victim donkey brain.
Right.
Right. You got, you cast at them and then and then they have donkey brains.
Right. Does that look at all like a donkey? Is this even remotely donkey?
It looks like the Ren and Stimpy horse more so, but
well, that makes sense because like if I am like an AI that has been trained, I have been trained on Ren and Stimpy and Simpsons and Ranma.
yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely some horse brain in there. Some horse in my brain. That's definitely too big to make a wand. Like, what would that even look like as a wand? It's too big to make a wand out of. I probably couldn't do a donkey body either. What would that even look like? What if he's sitting down? This is starting to look more like a giraffe. Why am I doing this? You got like a tail. That's a terrible looking tail. That's fine. And just got like some legs going on here. I don't know. Maybe I should just do this brain. I do like the fractured thing you were talking about. Like, what if the brain had like pieces? I don't know. I should probably just stick a. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create so the handle of the wand is gonna be the spinal cord. That's how I'm gonna do it.
There you
go. That's actually kind of fun. Yeah, okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah. That's how we do it. might not look well. It this is a weird item. It might just look like a predator style, just ripped out brain and spinal column. I mean, that's basically what I'm drawing. So I don't know why it wouldn't look like that. But I'm hoping it'll give you some wand vibes, like tool vibes, because it's gonna look a little bit like a stick. Again, I should really be using reference here to go I should go look up brain. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Brain. Fine. Yeah, it's really wrinkly. Here, I'll give myself a little help. Shape-wise, it's got yeah, I was pretty far off actually. That's kind of how it goes, isn't it? Okay, there's a chunk here, and then there's a chunk that comes back here, and then there's this weird bit that goes like this. And this kind of goes like that, and then there's this bit, kind of like this, a little less rounded. And then what the hell is that? It's got a little bit coming out. It's creepier. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. I like creepy. And then let's kind of just add some yeah, okay, I'm glad I got this reference. I'm always glad when I get reference. I think it's literally just I'm like, I gotta open a tab. I gotta type 3 or 4 words.
Type things.
I gotta. It's literally that. Ridiculously, and I would love to know what other artists thought, if they're like, no, it's other stuff, or if it's literally just yeah, ultimate laziness. I just don't want to do anything to take me out of just the flow of drawing. What do you think, John?
It makes it better.
Yeah, but
to look at the reference.
Do you use reference
all the time?
enough?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, but do you use it every time? Or there are times where you're like, I didn't because I was lazy?
No, I feel like you might be on your own on that one.
Oh, well, I will put the question out there.
I will gladly type something.
Well, let's do a little comparison here.
I'm not anti-typing the way you are.
I don't know that I am. It's not just the typing. It's the whole. It's like 4 discrete steps to go and pull up reference. So much work.
I mean, the biggest pitfall is that you might actually get distracted by the browser itself. You might be like, ooh, the browser's open. Oh shit, I see that I got a mail. Oh, let me just look at Twitter real fast.
That's true.
Et cetera, et cetera.
That's true. All right. So, we can do a little before and after then. Before reference and after, I think it's pretty clear which one's gonna win out.
Let me see.
Okay, here we go. So here's my initial. What color is that? Here's my initial just brain, brain dump, right? And then here's reference.
I mean, so on the one on the left has got a little bit of a, what is that, eye stalks coming off the front of that? What is that?
That?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that?
I mean, I guess I could cut that out. I saw it in 2 different diagrams. I guess I could cut it. It does seem a little distracting. It makes it almost seem like a mouth. I'll just cut it.
Yeah, I think that, and then it also looked, you just happen to have a little, I think if you erased So to me, brains like they've got this part. They've got like a little bit of a kidney bean kind of thing here, and you've got something right now that almost looks like a rectangle, like on the side there. So I think I think if you erased away at that part just a tiny bit, do you see the part that I mean?
Yeah. So like from here. Oh,
Yeah, if you just killed that a little bit or something.
is that better?
I feel like shouldn't it go up? Shouldn't it get like pushed in a little bit there?
Like
I
that?
could be wrong too. Brain.
What I'm seeing is usually like a little kind of goes down.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I mean, yeah, you're looking at reference. Oh yeah, it does have a weird like. What the hell is that?
I think
That's
what's
bizarre.
interesting though is I got the basic shape down
Yeah.
correctly, and I got the it's just real rounded and doesn't have as much detail, and like this is really just two. I forget what color it is. This is really just two shapes. It's like this and this.
Something I think that you
This
might.
kind of has that, but it's also like this and this and this, right?
Yeah.
What?
Something you could do too is if you're going to use I like the idea of using the stem as the handle. If you did, you may want to take, because you get this little bit here. You could take it and because right now you've kind of got you've got your brain, and then you've got that just kind of going like straight down.
Mm-hmm.
You could you add a little to it?
A little what?
Oh, you've got a delay, right?
Oh, a little curve. Yeah.
Just to make it a little more organic instead of it kind of rigidly going straight down, because and what you're doing is a little series of
Get the hell down there. Would it make it seem less like a wand and a tool? I guess we can find out. So if I cut that off and then I made it kind of more like that, maybe something like this. It'll probably look more like a brain stem and less like a wand, which that might be fine. Something like that.
Yeah, how long can you make that? Like, oh, I guess you're you're dealing with
I just need to stay inside
your
this square.
metric is that it's yeah.
And I also need to give it some padding because I add an outline to it.
Yeah.
Or some margin.
Yeah, I would think you'd probably want to scale the brain down in relation to the spinal column.
Yeah, I think you're right. We can go ahead and do that. So if let's see, move it here, and then maybe I'll do that to just the brain. Bit more. How's that?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if it vibes with the rest of your wands. The thing about the stem might not work when you put it with the rest of them. And like once it's in the witch's hand, it might look odd. You know what I mean?
You know what I like about this though is that even if I don't end up using this as a wand, I almost certainly have a use case for
a brain.
For a brain and a brain stem. It's a pretty gruesome game I'm making. So I'm fine with it. I won't be sad if I end up wanting to redraw this. All right, I'm gonna go back to my reference. Yeah, I also get Simpsons vibes from your donkey wand. I think it's the Homer Simpson mouth and
Yeah.
the eyes
Yeah.
pointing in different
Yeah.
directions is very comedy for sure. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. A lot of our artwork looks like the stuff we were raised on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, also, if the brain doesn't work, you can just stick it on a stick. Or if the stem doesn't work, you can just shove it on a stick, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Why? I've been meaning to turn off Apple's or Apple Pencil 2's Apple Pencil 2's feature for when you tap, it switches to the last tool. It just happens so often when I don't want it to. I can't really deal with it.
When I saw that setting, I was like, that screams false positives to me. That sounds like it
100%,
would be
yeah.
infuriating.
And sometimes it's like it will not. Yeah, likewise, sometimes it's just like I'm just not gonna detect what you're doing. You're like last tool, last tool, last tool, last tool. Like here it's working, but yeah, frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, calling that done. And now I will ink it. I mean, I did ink it, now I'm going to color it. That's another thing with Clip Studio Paint. I often see these, either a tutorial or like a tweet or something, where someone's like, check out the awesome way you can color in Clip Studio Paint. And they go, bam, and they just hit like this button and it's like magic coloring, perfect every time. And I'm like, cool. That stuff never works for me. It never does. I don't know if it's because I use the vector brush so much or what.
It could be it. But what it has a the thing that I read a lot of people talk about is how you don't have to have all the lines connected, that it's got like a smart fill where it basically, if you've got two lines that don't quite intersect, that it's that in Photoshop it's always going to leak, but in Clip people are like, oh, it doesn't leak.
Yeah, I think I don't know how to use it properly. I just need to do some more research there. Here's an art tip: is when I'm shading these crevices, I think it's really easy to kind of get lost in the like if I could just start trying to figure out the shapes and stuff. But I think a better place to start is to block a big chunk of it out, and then you can work out the details later. So basically, I will shade this as if it were just like a really simple shape, right?
Yeah.
And then figure out the details from there. So I'll pretend as if it's just like a football or something. Kind of get it about there. And that's pretty good. And then I can figure out, okay, this part here, for example, would be hitting, whoa, oh no, am I in the wrong? I am, I did all that. Oh, that's fine. I didn't do that much. I'm on the wrong layer. Digital art. Being on the wrong layer. Is there a more common relatable problem?
It can be disastrous if you don't notice it early enough.
Yeah. Here's a question. Do you think this it should be
what?
This chunk here, should this be like yellow or some creepy color?
It should be a different color, I think.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that. I'll stick with yellow. Yellow's kind of creepy.
Yellow is gross.
I like, let me show you my creatures here. I like when guts have an unexpected color. Like this creature here was already red. This is such a sloppy sprite. This is really old. This is from a 7-day roguelike. Very slopped together sprite, but it kind of works because it's so supposed to be gross looking, like a mutant. It's like 3 human beings combined or something. But the dead version of it I like because of the green guts. It's more disturbing than if it were just more red. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know what's gross to me is a when you're talking about like guts or something, is like a really light blue or purple.
Yeah.
is just one of those colors that actually, if you've ever seen like a cat has killed a mouse
Ew.
or a rabbit or something, you're always like, ugh, like get in there, lick that thing clean, and like, ew, I didn't know intestines were colored like that. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, I should add some of that. I have here like a brown, like a kidney. That's gross. That clearly looks, you can see the valves of the heart, kind of grosses me out. I have different kinds of particles in Witchmore. And for example, you can say like, here's blood, and they all just look like this red circle here. There's a different type, which is gore, and if you say something has gore inside of them, it'll spawn the blood, the guts, the bone, and some organs. And in theory, I could fill out this whole row and just make it 16 different kinds of guts if I really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm with you. I like the do you follow Corey Loftus at all? Another one of my favorite working artists. He did these great, I think they were for a game he was working on, but he did these great kind of like style guides. I'll send you a link when I can find it, but he had like how to draw gore and why, and he would like how to draw rigor mortis and what to emphasize, how to draw like a snapped bone. He described, and he'll have these great drawings, then he'll have like a paragraph of text describing why he did certain things, and he describes like when you kill the cow, don't draw blood everywhere, just kill it, give it rigor mortis, and then pull like 1 or 2 pieces of guts out of it, right, in a real simple way, just so that it's dead, but you're not like, it doesn't look like a crime, like a like a huge mess or anything, like a catastrophe. It just looks like an honest death. Anyway, Corey Loftus, man, I'll put a link. I'll find that.
That's disturbing.
Game theory. Is that a show? Is that a podcast? I am currently trying to be on podcasts. I have a lot of people that I got to email. I really got to get on that one these days. Okay, so here I've got my brain shading in the correct layers, and this is actually cleaner. You can see I just did the first pass of shading as if it were one giant blob. Now I'm going to come back, whoops, and I'm gonna
just erase away the top of that orange in places.
Yeah, like here, this part would be, I feel like that part would be sticking out. You get some of that flesh here, you get a little bit of flesh, there's a tiny bit of flesh there. And then there would also be more, like a little bit of drawing, a little bit more shading in certain areas. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then make it look wet. Give it a little. And then I'm kind of thinking a little red, just to kind of make it feel a little grosser. I don't really like this. I hate it when I'm working on something and I'm like, I get near the end of it and I'm like, it's not really working for me. Maybe it's fine. Let's see what we got.
Stem might need to be thicker, hey?
Well,
yeah,
sorry,
you're like skeleton hand.
It's not giving you wand vibes, right? It's giving you gore vibes. Is that what you're saying?
I think both.
What?
It's not giving me spine vibe. It's giving me like arm, like skeleton hand vibes.
Oh, it's probably because I'm rotated the wrong way. Shouldn't it go the other way?
No, because I think I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's like it should. Can I just flip that?
It should be thicker.
In
both cases, I think it should be for wand and for spine. It should be thicker.
But I'm saying, like, can I just get away with doing that? Is that better?
Oh.
Can't you just give it a transform and just and just kind of just scale it
Yeah, I'm just
horizontally
trying to
out?
make it-
Oh, you're saying it should be bigger and thicker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. Like that?
Yeah, but don't do a
Yeah.
uniform transform. Like just do it horizontally. Just scale it sideways.
Oops. Where are you? Like that?
Bigger, bigger, bigger. Go big.
Go big or go home.
Big fat. Like you're gonna have to probably fix the bottom of it. You're gonna have to rotate it and fix the bottom notches. Like the more,
Like this?
yeah, rotate. I'd rotate it a little bit, and then you're probably gonna have to erase that very bottom segment and redraw it so it's a little more straight down.
Something like this?
Yeah, that's what I would. I don't know what Ann thinks, but
This is not how I normally do it. That's fine.
Go look at a spine.
I'm not gonna go look at his spine. It's too late for that. I'm done with this asset.
go look at a spine.
Me and this asset are we're reaching the end of our relationship.
You're just about had it with that thing.
Why isn't it letting me 12? What? 15? 12? There we go. That's what I love about the vector layer is I could just correct that. All right, oh, it's so messy. I should clean this up. Oh, what have I done? Get out of here. Okay, yeah, nice and clean. Well, if nothing else, this is a real weird item. I am glad, like a lot of these wands, you know, the heads of them look different, but some of them look a little bit samey. It's a lot of wooden wands, and so here's a weird wand. I'm a fan of that, you know, something weird once in a while. I'm into it. And again, if I change it, that's fine. Whoops.
It's not samey.
Yeah, it's you'll remember that one. That wand will stay in your brain. Eh?
Oh.
Hey. Those crazy kids. I'll have to look into game theory. That sounds like the kind of thing that I would like. I have a ritual recently where I every morning I sit on my stationary bike. I don't just sit, I ride my stationary bike. That's just what I say. And I watch game dev videos because I'm an obsessed individual. Okay, that's all my wands. What's new
That's
in
all of
here?
them?
Well, I think for now, I can reuse. Get out of here. I can now reclaim this wand because I have my new time wand, which is an hourglass. This is the I summon a chicken wand, separate from the I'm going to turn you into a chicken wand. And then this is the forget that you know me wand, which I really like that asset, actually. I think it's really fun. Yeah, it's great. It's close enough of a shape, and it's creepy, and it's unique looking. I think we have a keeper here. I'm convinced.
You're buying it? You're into the brain now?
I'm on the brain train now. Forget one. Yeah, I'm into it. Definitely some other stuff I want to get done is some more plant life. I need a lily pad. I'm gonna go look up some reference for lily pad. I suppose.
Begrudgingly look up some reference.
I'm pretty sure it looks like this. About like that.
I mean, basically, yeah.
So who needs reference? Who needs reference really?
That's just great.
Oh, you know what it is though.
Boy, yeah, lily pads are really boring. They do have a little like kind of slice in them.
Little edge.
Yeah.
Can you see this? Boy, that's really typoed a lot.
They have a little bit of this, Matt. They're
You know where I'm going with this?
they're radial in nature. You know,
It's this.
for kids.
Yes, it's this. Yeah. It's a lily pad.
I've never seen that movie, so
You've never seen the Hudsucker Proxy?
It's good.
You're a fan of Tim Robbins.
I mean,
You know, I say that a lot, and like nobody gets that reference. I always say, you know, for kids.
Yeah,
It's like whoosh, just right over everybody's head. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is
it is fairly obscure.
lily pads are, they have this, they have an organic like radial nature, because I think the stem, well, I mean, I guess it depends. I think the stem actually attaches in the middle, and they go down, and so it comes up to the surface, and it kind of plays out. But it's got this little section here, and the there's actually a little lip around it.
You've got to send me these drawings. We should send drawings back and forth and stuff. You know what's funny? What's fun about this is I'll be obsessing with my tablet here, and then you'll mention something. You'll be like, I think lily pads look like this, and I'm like what? And I look over, and you have a finished lily pad.
Oh.
Like, oh, I didn't even know that you did that with the hourglass wand. And I'm like, whoa, you got a whole hourglass wand. I didn't even know that you started drawing that.
Whole ass hourglass wand.
The entire ass of that hourglass wand. All right, I am gonna get me some lily pad reference.
It helps. Just do it.
I had something bookmarked. Oh, I did. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice. The question is, do I want? I guess I want both. Okay, I answered the question for me. I think the answer, like, this is a. I'm making an ambitious game, Witchmore, and a lot of times I'll be like, do I want A or B? And the answer is A and B. So my question here was like, do I want a lily pad to be an actor in the game that you can interact with and do things with and destroy and create and stuff, right? Or do I want a lily pad to be just like a environment tile that could be tiled and would just be more like a texture, right? And yeah, the answer is probably both. I'm greedy. So I'll have a lily pad texture, and then I'll have like a big chunkin' lily pad. But I think a good place to start is just by giving me a big chunker of a lily pad. So let's just do that. Give me a big boy. And I guess I'll put that at the top. And yeah, it's got like some.
Yeah, I my problem is that I don't. I'm not practiced in drawing and talking. So I'm sitting here drawing.
Well, why would you be? I mean, who is, right?
I realize I'm just sort of sitting here drawing and not really saying anything, which is super helpful for.
It's fine.
Super useful for streaming.
Well, I mean, even if you're not flapping your lip, there is still cool art happening. That's something. Right? That's the way I see it anyway.
Cool.
I refuse to use the circle tool. It's for cowards. Just kidding. I also use the circle tool. I just don't want to this time because I'm going for more of an organic shape. Here's a time where check this out, John. You see this? This is one of those instances where the vector layer really pays off.
Right, you just go boop boop and get rid of the 2-bit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, without having to like fuss.
1, 2, 3, right? You just tap, or do you just drag it across all those?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about anything.
Wow. That's
Beautiful.
That is pretty sweet.
That is really sweet. Okay, this maybe I can just color. And how did that do? Yeah, sometimes the flood fill is just fine. Other times it's hot garbage.
Hot garbage is way funnier than garbage, by the way.
Oh yeah, just that one more syllable in there. Hot mess is really funny.
Hot mess is very funny. Yes, I like that. Funny stuff.
Funny stuff. Do we have a good enough lily pad? Yes, we do. I'm happy enough. Ship that lily pad. Thank you. I was tempted to make it a right-facing and therefore Pac-Man lily pad, but I just put it on the top. It's my reference was at the top.
Get enough gunk out. Apparently.
Do they try to bamboozle you?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they did. We call it bamboozling when our dogs try to be like, I haven't been fed.
Oh yeah.
We're on to you. Little tricksters.
Yeah, our dog does that too. He'll come and be all like antsy and like, and I'm like, I have to check. Okay, has the dog been fed? Yes, I fed him. Don't just ignore him. He's trying to, manipulate his way to a second dinner.
Bamboozle, yeah. Here's a hard one. What does catnip look like?
Catnip?
Dried or fresh?
I think I just answered the question the moment I asked it, which is that in my universe, catnip looks a little bit like a cat. Because I can't picture any way to draw it that would look unique and interesting otherwise.
I mean, it looks like mint. Like it's a part of the mint family, so it looks like mint.
Yeah, I don't know. When I picture mint, I just picture green. I don't picture
Yeah. It's
anything,
very
any
nondescript
shape.
leaf.
Yeah, nothing jumps to my mind. So I'm gonna
It would
look at cat references.
Herbs with like little purple flowers. It's really lovely.
Yeah, it would look like a bunch of circles and maybe some leaves. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like I do kind of need just some more plant life, so I guess I could have some things like that. Am I in the plant? Yeah, plant life file. But what if I did?
Here's what catnip leaves look like.
Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna steal that. If anyone asks me, I'd be like, I designed that myself. Like, oh, you just put little cat ears on your leaves? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really smart. How to make a video game all by yourself? You just rip off your brother.
I was about to say I should make a video game all by myself. I wonder how I would learn how to do that.
I know you're kidding, but that is the kind of thing you say to me, and I get very excited. I mean, you should know this about me by now. I'm the kind of person who'll be like, so you work on your game, and you'd be like, Matt, no, quit asking.
There you go. So you could have it be like that's. There you go. There's just some more leaves of. That's actually, those are kind of fun to draw. Those are fun.
Sweet. I got 2 of them here.
There you go. Yep.
Maybe does it need a third? But too much.
Where's it gonna be?
Where's it gonna be?
Yeah, is it like
It's-
is it growing out of the ground, or is it something you're carrying? Or...
It's a plant, and I think it'll grow out of the ground, and you can like pick it up and carry it around. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I'm probably just gonna ink that. Is that good? Like ship that?
John's are better.
John's are better. How dare you? Did you hear that? Did you hear that blasphemy, John?
Yeah, I did.
This is my wife.
Oops.
This is the person that's supposed to support me.
Well, that's
Maybe I'm supposed to be honest with you. Let you know what John's better.
yeah. I mean, that's what I was gonna. She's your wife, so that's how you know she's not bullshitting you.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure that's how it works. Doodle. I'll tell you too. So this is something that I've gotten to over the years. Is you were talking earlier about how you don't necessarily have like a coloring. When you color stuff, you prefer to just ink. You don't have like a digital painting process, I guess, right? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
So here's a pattern that I have is like, so I've got my doodle, which I do in blue in a raster layer. Sometimes I do it with a much messier brush too, but I'm just so lazy. I want to use the same brush for everything. But I'll have my doodle, turn it down so I can draw over it. And then I have my my vector layer for L for lines. I have my raster layer, LC local color, and then SH for shading, which is masked to the below layer. And that's my 4 layers. That's how it works for me. That's like the pattern I've like almost anything that you see on this page pretty much is going to have like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
so you got a
more,
convention.
Yeah. That's like my setup. That's my pipeline. What I like about that is there's very little questioning for me. You know what I mean? Like once I have the doodle, I know exactly what I have to do to render it, and it's really just these three layers. What are you giggling about? I don't trust that giggle. Oh, okay. It wasn't really okay. Time for me to struggle to get the shapes right. What do you think? Is that working?
It's looking good to me.
And then I guess I want these to have a little thickness to them, the stalks. I don't want them to look too weeny. And I could give them Maybe some leaves down here. Oh, that's kind of a nice shape. That just came right out. Might just stick with that. And then what would that one look like? Maybe. Oh, that's not happening. That didn't come out as easily. Let's try this way. No. Sometimes the shape just doesn't want to behave. That's not bad.
I was thinking more like, well, because are those other leaves? So it has two different kinds of leaves.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to have those. I think it had
Well,
that.
Sorry, not to harp on.
What?
What I did is I just drew a little more like just a little thing at the base.
Oh.
Like a little sprig of grass. You know what I mean? Because like if those were the leaves, like it's and also I drew this because it's like, would they just be like, would this end in some kind of a flower, and these are just the leaves along the stem to get to an end result, or are they the end result? Like, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. What do you think? Are you looking in?
It's like little.
They could just end in stems, or they could end.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be slightly accurate. It's more like a stalk with like little flowers on it.
At the end?
Yeah. Like the thing that shoots up when any herb kind of goes too far. We've grown a lot of herbs.
No, I'm talking about the stem that goes into the ground. How should the ground stem end?
Oh, in the ground, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think little like grass, whatever.
The little grass is nice.
Again, it depends on where it's gonna be. If it's gonna be like sitting in the ground, then yeah, a little like tuft of grass.
You'll be able to pick it.
It's gonna look better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not gonna want a little tuft of grass on it if you're like carrying it around.
You will be. I could have more than one sprite.
You will be. You will be.
It should be like spongy.
You will.
Carrying it around.
One of the things I want to do is have one sprite if I can ever get away with it. And I feel like I can here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna.
Then you probably shouldn't have little thingies on the bottom of it.
Okay. I'll just make this look good then. That's fine. Yeah, overthinking it. That's completely fine. I could always add. You can always do more, right? And did you put any other? Did you put anything else on them? It was just the cat leaves. Did you put like little things
No.
on?
I that's all I did.
Right.
I just did two little sprigs.
All right, trip it. I'm trying to overcomplicate it for no reason. Ship it. How did I color outside of the lines? do these things. Coloring inside the lines seems like it should be easy.
Could be.
All right, I got some.
There's a reason why that's like a trope, though, of like being something that could be hard to do, or like a learned skill.
Oh, I like this Saget. I drew one like that a long time ago. Weirdly.
Yeah, this is what I need to do more of is I'm looking at some Pinterest, some of the dynamic sports reference I was talking about. I'm trying not to. Yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not totally feeling it. I feel like I'm forcing it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I've had some days where this comes out a little more naturally, and tonight it's just not happening. I'm also winding down. Quite honestly, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah. Here, I'll post it in chat. Take a look. That's very old. But I did a very similar pose Saget study a long time ago. When was that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this has got to be the same. Did you find a reference of a guy doing that pose, or is that a
I
pose?
don't even remember when was it? 2014? Oh, jeez. That's really old.
Because I mean, what I'm doing is literally
Really, yeah, it's really similar. What's funny though is that could be like a King of Fighters sprite, even, right?
Oops.
All right.
Where'd my? Oh shoot! Where'd it go? No, I was doing this guy.
First teddy bear, forget me wand, chicken wand. That's great. I got a bunch of stuff done here. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's got to be like either he's doing the Saget pose or something.
I think he's doing the Saget pose.
Yeah.
Because those sprites are decades old at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows? All right. All right. Well, yeah, is it after midnight? Wow.
Yeah.
Right. So we can. That was a good warm down, cool down. Yeah, for me as well. It's the just a little plant. I guess I can export all these as a final. Get it done. Okay, delete you. Oh, and you.
Yeah, I just need to spend more time drawing. I feel like the talking while drawing is hard though.
Describe your feeling. How does that drawing make you feel?
Yeah.
Plant life.
It makes me feel like it's not coming out right. That's what it feels like.
Fair.
I feel like I was having more success drawing a donkey head wand, honestly. When I decided like, hey, let me draw a couple like things from Sport Ref, I was like, nah, not feeling that.
Well, there you go.
Need to go back to the chicken wands or something like that. These were more successful drawings.
I have found that drawing the wands is really nice because there's not a lot of room to screw it up. You know what I mean? There's like, you have to have some handle or else it's not really a wand. And so you can't have like this gigantic head. Like this hourglass wand is pushing it. It's like half handle, right?
Yeah.
But there's a nice mix of, there's just like this constant thing, which is the wand handle, and then this variable, which is the head of the wand. And like we did with this brain stem, you can even kind of push outside the box if you want to, but it gives you this nice, like, for some reason the art on the wands feels like there's less pressure to be really nice. It doesn't have to be. It's just a wand.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Really do. Wow. Okay. That's that's not a bad chunk of work.
So did you get some stuff done then?
Yeah, I did. Lily pad, catnip. I do have cat sprites, so because I'm thinking sometimes I think about like what did I create that I can now do on stream, right? And there's a bunch of stuff. There's at least a few hours of work now to do that I could do on stream. Add the catnip, generate it into the world, and then add a cat, and then create it so that the catnip attracts cats.
Yeah, I would think it would have to be like the as another reference you won't get, but I think they were called ant lions in Half-Life 2. That were like there's little things that you would throw out that would attract these creatures that would then run in and attack.
Ooh.
It was like if you throw out pheromones or something that would attract these weird creatures.
That's funny. I have a character in Witchmore called Antlion. I do have antlions, although they are more inspired by Final Fantasy IV antlions. There was the antlion in the first part. I guess when you're still a Dark Knight. But yeah, it looks a little bit like this. It's a boss creature. It looks more like a giant beetle, but this is a little bit inspired by it. This little creature guy here comes up out of the ground and kills you. Also kills villagers and rabbits and all kinds of stuff.
No, these are the antlions in Half-Life.
Let's see.
Like Starship Trooper style kind of.
Oh yeah,
things. Yeah. You threw out these little. I don't remember what the thing was. I want to say it was like a squishy little thing, and you'd throw it out, and then these things would like.
I like it.
That's a
let's
classic
see your
video game, Matt.
I played it a little bit. Let's see your page here. So you started off with the mushrooms in the cube, right? And then you got some teddy bears from when we were talking about that. Donkey wand, that's funny. The brain, 3 different brain wands with effects and stuff. Chicken wand, which I implemented. To 3 of these wands that you've got sketched here are in the game now, and the catnip is in the game. The lily pad's in the game.
Sweet.
Like half this page is my game now.
I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could do so much work for you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Unpaid concept labor.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll be thoroughly compensated with a 1-line credit
With a special thanks.
But no one will read it. And there you go.
There you go. That's fine. It's good
We
enough.
don't have kids. His kids are getting all the money. It's all fine.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. Well, good stream. Got some stuff done. Had some fun.
Yeah, we
Drew
did
some stuff.
We did some stuff.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep. We should. I tend to agree. Maybe we'll try some different times. We'll look at maybe we should do this on a Monday night or something like that.
Yeah, we should try different times just to throw it up, toss it up, throw it up.
Run it up the
we're gonna go
flagpole and
watch.
see who salutes.
Yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah, the wife is thrilled that I'm staying up later because that means.
Oh, that's right. It's up now. Yeah.
Watch She-Hulk.
I have been actually every episode of that I've been watching myself at midnight, and then I watch it the next day with my son and wife.
Yep.
My daughter's not interested. And I actually love how I'm loving how like kind of cringy the show is. I'm sort of reveling in that.
Fourth wall breaks will do that.
What?
Fourth wall breaks will do that.
Yeah.
Give you that cringiness if you want it.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, yeah, we've talked about this before, else, and we should say it on stream. I've really been I've been thoroughly enjoying the show, probably more than any of the other series, just because it's just this stupid, lighthearted, 25-minute like sitcom, basically.
It's just fun.
Yeah, it's the writing's really good. The humor's landing with me. What?
Right.
It's exactly what they sold us. Is what she said.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the trailer promised.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Delivered.
Yeah, and the humor's been landing. Like I'm not sitting there going like, oh, this is dumb, or that joke was stupid, or whatever. Like I'm actually getting a lot of chuckles out of it and enjoying it.
Yeah, agreed. All right.
All right. Well, on that note,
We're gonna pop off.
I'm gonna go watch She-Hulk.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in, folks.